talking about the feeling of the players in the team, for sure. For me, the big difference having the fans in the gym this year.
Sto registrando qua, quindi parli piano.
Even though I didn't play
Sto
last year,
registrando
but I think this
dalla
is
TV, ho fatto domande
the big
ieri.
difference this time.
È venuto?
And I hope
non è venuto.
from Trento will be more fans from.
No, l'1:30 io sono a Sassuolo.
I really hope that, but we'll see tomorrow. And but no, to be exact for the response, I don't think there is less pressure. And dealing with the pressure is one of the major things in this kind of moment.
Angelo, speaking to you now, one of the most recurrent questions that I have received is about the break that you have had since the end for you at least, of the National League in Italy. It has been a few weeks now without playing any match. So how did you manage to keep your players in shape, motivated?
Quindi il mio avvocato
do
mi
you
dice di
think that
firmare.
this long break could maybe
Io no.
affect them, or have you tried to find a
Non ho mai
solution
trovato un
to
avvocato
make
così.
up for this lack of competition?
25 anni fa uguale. No, non ha fatto.
Allora, primo, per imparare a giocare bisogna giocare, no? Questo qui vale sempre.
Cosa fa Parma?
E questo è un qualcosa che noi sapevamo che non potevamo fare.
Però
Quindi,
un negozio, chiedevo di filmare.
quando tu una cosa non la puoi fare, non deve essere un così. Avevamo invece la necessità di recuperare energie. Questi ragazzi si sono spesi molto, molto bene, e avevamo la necessità di equilibrare l'attesa dell'evento con la pressione dell'evento. Incluso, secondo me, anche da questo punto di vista qua, sono state settimane non lunghe, non pesanti, e abbiamo cercato di lavorare tenendo sempre fede ai punti fermi del nostro gioco, sapendo che domani non l'avremo allenati tantissimo per quel che riguarda il gioco vero, ma insomma abbiamo fatto un'annata con più di 50 partite, e quindi dobbiamo avere timore, insomma, di non ritrovarlo. Dobbiamo stare lì, scendere con umiltà, che è una parola che richiama un po' alle origini, alla terra, e noi siamo nati dalla terra della curiosità, Alice è in paese delle meraviglie, no? E questo è qualcosa che ci dobbiamo entrare domani. Vediamo, insomma, questo Luna Park che attrazioni offrirà.
Thank you, Angelo. So there is actually nothing that you can do, because if you can't play matches and there are no matches to play, this you can change and you can't complain.
Se mi pagaste un po' di più farei ancora meno.
So what they have done
Se mi
is
pagaste un po' di più quello che sai.
to recover energy, which was important after such a long season, to find the right balance between the pressure of such an event that was coming soon, but also the positive anticipation that you feel, when you are approaching such a final. They have been working on the fundamentals of their game. Obviously, they know that the rhythm of the game will be missing, at least at the beginning. But
anche spostare il contatore da lì a là ve lo devo pagare io. Però fuori tutto il resto, tutte le parole non mantenute, non mi avete dato un euro. Dentro da finire, fuori da continuare, laggiù eravamo d'accordo di farci qualcosa. Conosco essere... no, è uguale. Sì, va bene, ma va bene. Essendo cognati, che succede? Finito già? Situazione curiosa. Che succede? È andata via la linea? Può darsi? Andiamo a vedere se va, o se c'è un problema. c'è un problema.
Rinfresca qualsiasi ambiente in 90 secondi con questo mini raffreddatore d'aria economico. Stanco di
No, c'è un problema proprio.
Have done is to use these weeks also to reject important to be humble season. So there should be enough to find the season. So there should be enough to find back this freedom of the game as soon as the action begins. And they look forward to seeing what this Luna Park, as he described it, will be offering tomorrow. I think we are back online, correct? Sorry for the technical issue. The rhythm of the game is now, Angelo, it's over to you again. I just received a question through the chat. You explained it a little bit already, but how can you explain your success in the Champions League, meaning you have reached the final, and the fact that your team couldn't win the Scudetto also this year? There seems to be that the team does perform better in the Champions League than it does in the National League. So come possiamo spiegare questa abilità di arrivare in fondo in Champions League mentre nel campionato non sembra succedere lo stesso?
Ma non penso che bisogna spiegarlo perché non c'è niente da spiegare. Perché sono due realtà diverse che non si possono confrontare. Noi siamo in finale e avendo incontrato Perugia, l'abbiamo incontrato in due partite, una partita l'abbiamo vinta, una l'abbiamo persa e poi c'è stato il Golden State. C'è stato un playoff, è stato 1-1. Esattamente forti e quelle dove invece le squadre sulla carta un po' meno forti possono fare delle sorprese, e queste sono dove ci sono meno partite, ovviamente c'è più possibilità di fare una sorpresa.
So just translating, it's difficult to explain, but as Angelo already mentioned during this conference call, actually the format of the Champions League is more likely to be on the side of those teams that are likely to cause a surprise. If we take the semifinals of the Champions League with Perugia, there was one win for each team. Then there was a golden set there Trento managed to win. If there was in the playoffs of the National League, then there would be a third round. So the format was is different, and this specific format we have in the Champions League is very suited to teams like Trento. There is maybe weaker on paper, we can put it this way, but is able to cause a surprise, and that's what exactly they did in the semifinals. Mattei, speaking of the past and the present, so you won the Champions League multiple times with Trento. When you returned to this team, which is like coming back home for you, we said it yesterday as we had a little chat. Did you come back with the hope and the wish or the expectation that this would allow you to play for the Champions League title once more? Or this was just somewhere in the back of your mind and it didn't really make a difference?
For sure, I came back with hope that we're gonna do it, but not with expectations. It was very difficult in the beginning to expect this kind of result because the team was new, very young, and it was to be expected that it will need time to grow up to this level. And even I couldn't imagine that we would do it in so short of a time. I think the result is great, and even though we didn't play on the final of the championship, I think we did great in the whole season. And every cup that we participated, we did our best maximum. Just to turn a little bit what you said about the 3 weeks that we didn't play matches. For sure, this is not ideal, but I think, in my experience, balance is the key of good performance. And at that moment, we needed more to recover our strength than to play more games. And in that regards, I think we had it good.
We continue with you, Mattei, because at the beginning of this chat, you said that you have been away from the European Cups for many years, quite a number of years, because you went to play in Japan and you stayed there for a number of seasons. So this is a comeback. It is a comeback season, coming back to Trentino, coming back to the Champions League. the question is, how has this competition changed, in your opinion, ever since you contested the Champions League for the last time? If I think of the last title that you won, this is more than 10 years ago. So this is a long time. Has the Champions League, it has always been since it was established, the top competition in Europe, but do you see any difference? Has this evolved, changed?
So to give a full picture just from one time playing the Champions League, but from my experience this year, I think the level is better than what it was about